This is fair use, fair use. I do not get paid or benefit from none of these videos. According to the Act 1976 Act, this is only for educational purposes only. So, thank you.
I'm so tired of this mother, bro. It just seems like, bro, listen, bro. I've been hustling all day, every day, bro. Barely making a mother dollar doing this, bro. Man, every day, spent $50 on my mother dollar yesterday, and I ain't had it because I want to squash the beef with my baby, man. Then look, bro. A fucking nail, bro, because it been raining. I don't know what out my whole time. The first one, nothing but the motherfucking nail. That's all I had to do is get the nail out. But trying to make it to the tire shop because I ain't got nobody to jack me up. Then I ate the whole tire up. 50 more $, bro. I ain't even been to sleep, bro. I woke up yesterday morning, bro, and I don't even know, bro. I just know it's been over 24 hours, bro. It's right back. That money gone right again.
I'm so sick of hearing how amazing this economy is doing when it's just not. I lost my job last year. I've been looking for a new job since then. Still have yet to find anything. My husband, guess what happened today? He got laid. Thriving economy, like 2 working professionals with degrees that both just lost their jobs within the past year. We're not alone. There was 21.2 million layoffs last year. This is layoffs, not including people that were fired, not including people that quit, just layoffs. 21.2 million last year. That is a record high since the pandemic, where restaurants and businesses had to lay everyone off because they were closing. Just in January of this year alone, there were 100,000 layoffs. That is a record high for monthly layoffs since the 2009 recession. We have millions of Americans losing their jobs. Meanwhile, the companies are reporting record-breaking profits. How the hell does that work? They want to talk about the economy's thriving. Meanwhile, gas is on the rise. Food's on the rise. Everything is on the rise. Fucking ground beef was $6.99 a pound at the grocery store. Ground beef. It was $3.99 a few years ago. On average, families saw a 15% increase in their grocery store bills last year. What? And thanks to these fucking data centers, Virginians get to watch their electric bill double this year. Economy is doing so well. Okay, then explain to me how my household has 2 professionals with college degrees that are currently unemployed and can't find jobs. Explain that to me. And before anyone says anything smart, my job is not a face-fronting job. People do not see my face. My hair does not matter. So now my husband and I have to decide what we need to cut when we've already cut so much because we need to grow basically to our emergency fund. But I am so incredibly sick of hearing how amazing the economy is doing when I look around my community and everything points to the exact opposite. We are struggling. People are struggling to pay their bills. People are trying to decide if they need to turn off the heat or pay for food. It should be an embarrassment that they're claiming that the economy is thriving. Meanwhile, 21.2 million Americans just lost their job last year and we're projected to have way more this year.
A job interview is the only scenario that I have to explain to you why I'm there. If I go out to a restaurant, the waiter doesn't ask me why am I here. They know that I'm there to eat the food that they're offering. If I go to a clothing store, the retail worker doesn't ask me why I'm there. They know that I'm there to buy the product that they're selling. If I walk into a coffee shop, the barista isn't asking me why I'm there. They know that I'm probably tired and need to pick me up. So why am I providing this bullshit information that you already know the answer to? I'm interviewing with you because you posted a job and I need one of those in order to support this stupid system that we've designed for ourselves. And this transaction is nothing more than that. I've never heard of your company. I don't care about your company. I've never dreamed of doing any of the tasks that are associated with this role. And my career goals are not to starve to death. Imagine if you had to lie yourself through life the way that you do with job interviews. Imagine if you went out to a restaurant and you weren't allowed to be served the food until you convinced the waiter that this is the best restaurant in the entire world and you've always dreamed of eating here. It sounds pretty stupid, doesn't it? There's a plethora of restaurants that I could have chosen, and this is the one that I picked because you have food available and I'm hungry. The same thing applies to your job. Let's stop with the game, all right?
Slave away, and you still don't have nothing. Think about that. You got to slave away, grind, work from sun up to sundown, and you still don't have nothing. You still one step away from being up under that bridge, feeling that cold winter breeze. Oh yeah. know, when you think about it all, it just goes to show you how unfair everything is. This thing called life, it's only good for certain people. It's only beautiful for certain people. And if you keep that in mind, you won't be so upset or so angry when you understand that life is not beautiful for most people. Most people, they gotta work every day. They gotta grind.
There is nothing else to cut.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praises to my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and told His truth. Shalom to the elect, scattered on the four corners of the earth, that's praising the names of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai daily. To you, I want to say Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Nakah, coming back with another edifying lesson. Lord willing, through the power and the spirit of the Rakah Kodash. And Lord willing, that this lesson be edifying and as exalting. And Slaki, I know it was kind of a longer clip, 5-minute video in the beginning, but I just want you to see the reaction of these people in America and what's going on and how they on the verge of the breaking point. You know, they about to lose it. You know, they see that they're basically working every day. They can't pay the bills. They're struggling, and they about to just go insane. But us who's in this gospel, we understand that these things have to come to pass. You see what I'm saying? Because we rest with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. We don't worry about the things of this world, you know? Like I always bring up, let's bring up Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Because these people, they don't have the comforter. They don't have Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So they're going to crash out thinking, this is it. But we know that these things have to come to pass. The economy going up. You can't afford nothing. Because we know that this society is pushing towards this new beast system. They want everybody on a breaking point, so everybody could basically go crazy. They come up with a solution. Order out of chaos. Order out of chaos. That's what they want. And a lot of these Americans is on breaking points. You see what I'm saying? So let's get this. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. And this is your mindset that you have to have towards this world. This is not your rest. We won't here to build upon Babylon the Great. And a lot of people are still lost. Now we know our lot, Lord willing, that we be saved at the end, but a lot of these people are still hopeless. They still hoping and wishing that everything would go back to normal. Everything could just go back to the old, what's it called, nostalgic era, where everything was cheap and everything. But no, it's going to be opposite. It's getting worse and worse, and that's the man of the Lord out there warning you what's to come, and you Jakes are not taking heed. You gonna bow the knee to Baal, because what these elites are trying to do, they put you in that squeeze, man. Let's go and get that, and I always bring this out. It put you in that squeeze to the point that you can't take it no more, and you start just losing it. And this is what they want to do. Rising up gas prices, rising up food prices, bills, everything. You see what I'm saying? It's literally, affordable. 100K salary is worthless. As you can see, the lady in the beginning, she said, her husband got 2 college degrees, and they can't find a job, and she just got laid off, and then her husband got laid off, and then you see the brother in the first video. So he been up for 24 plus hours, man. He can't catch a break. You catching hell, Jake. You see what I'm saying? Let's get this. Luke chapter 21, verse 25. And it ain't just Jake, it's everybody catching hell, you know. Now, I ain't saying, you know, like I said, you know, we scattered abroad. We'll be like all nations. But take it for the salt. I'm just saying that, you know, it was probably the 2 Edomites and 2 Jakes. But let's look at this, you know. That's, you know, ain't really the point of this video. But it's the point of the video. Luke 21, verse 25. And there should be signs in the sun and in the moon and the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves are roaring, in which we always get this scripture. But I want to give you the word of distress of nations. You see, it's that squeeze that they put it on you. Distress, sukul, distress.
Strong's G 4928, Sunache.
Sunahe. A holding together, a narrowing, a contracted part of a way. Metaphor, straits, distress, and anguish. Now we're going to go to the root word. Right? Sunake.
Strong's G 4912, Sunecho.
There, I'm just about you. Sunecho. It holds together. Any hold lets it fall to pieces or something fall away from it. It holds together to constrict, to compress, to press together with one hand, to hold one's ear, to shut the heavens that it may not rain, to press on every side of a besieged city, of a strait, or force a ship into a narrow channel. And this is the point right here. Of a cattle squeeze that is pushing in on each side, forcing the beast into a position where it cannot move so the farmer can administrate the medication. Now, look, that's more of a metaphor that I'm going to use what's going on in today's society. So you're the beast, you're the cattle, and a farmer is the elites. So they pushing you in a tight spot to the point that there's nowhere to go, and they want to give you their medication, which is what? The RFID chip. That's the end game for them. They want to give you their medication, which is the RFID chip. You see? And that's the main point I want to get at right there. I'm ready to get to you. Of a cattle squeeze that's pushing in on each side, forcing the beast into a position. Because, you know, it's a people like the beast, where it cannot move so the farmer can administrate medication. And what are these elite, and what is their main goal is to have everybody chipped. You know, they want you to take that charagma. You know, so they want you to feel like it's hopeless. You know, you can't survive, you can't live. And they could come up with a solution. You see, and this is their main goal. You know? And now a lot of you people, if you don't have your How about Shemi Rashad, and you're not wrestling with him, you're gonna have what? Perplexity. Right? So let's go to the root word.
Strong's G 639, Apareo.
Hold on, that's the wrong one. I meant to go nowhere to go. Hold on, Salakia. Perplexity. Yes, I'm trying to look for a certain definition. Okay, it was right here. Okay.
Strong's G 639, Apareo.
Apareo means perplexity, right? And this is how a lot of people are going to be like, you know, because, you know, like I said, the men of the Lord out there is giving you the message and telling you what to do to order to, you know, survive in these other days and have guidance. You see what I'm saying? This is the definition: to be without resources, to be in straits, to be left wanting, to be embarrassed, to be in doubt, not knowing which way to turn, to be at loss for oneself, to be in doubt, not to know how to decide what to do, to be perplexed. Yeah, because what it said in Isaiah 30:36, wisdom and knowledge will be the stability at that times. And a lot of you people who not coming to the gospel of Yahweh Shemi Awashai, you're going to be lost and not knowing what to do, and you're going to fuck around bow the knee, or you're going to fuck around go out there and try to rob and kill, and you're going to be killed. You see what I'm saying? Isaiah 30:36, the wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that times. And strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Awashai, his treasure. You see? So you want to have the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Awashai and come into his rest. And I'm going to get that Second Thessalonians chapter 1. You know, and once you like, you know, repent and convert back, and you listen to the men of the Lord who giving you the warnings. Now you understand what to do, and how to maneuver through this world. You see what I'm saying? But where's hold on. Oh yeah, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse I guess start at 6. 4. Let's start at 4. This whole chapter is good. Let's start at 4. So that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of the Most High for your patience and faith and all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure, which is manifested token of the righteous judgment of the Most High, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of the Most High, for which ye also suffer, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled rest with us, when the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from the heaven with his mighty angels. You see? So you want to come in this gospel, and rest with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's why, in Romans 15 and 4, it says, use the book as comfort. Let's go to it. Romans chapter 15, verse 4, for whatsoever things is written for a time was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures may have hope. Because, when we read these accounts, these things have to come to pass. Because remember, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, nothing new underneath the sun. This already happened before. It's going to happen again. So you got to be spiritually prepared for it. You see what I'm saying? This is why right now, why you have to have the liberty, tap into Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, tap into the spirit, Now, we don't want to say times will get tough, but hey, just how they say it in the world, roll with the punches, man, and keep on going and keep the faith, man. Because you're going to need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in these other days, man. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 45 and 5 right quick. And for the people, let me get NLT version, who love the who wants this society to keep going, it's not gonna work out for you. Cause this is the point right here. Jeremiah 45 verse 5. Are you seeking great things for yourself? Don't do it. I will bring great disasters upon all these people, but I'll give your life as a reward wherever you go. I, the Lord Yahweh, by Shemir shall have spoken. You see? So we are not supposed to be looking for great things in Babylon the Great. We know that this place is going to be destroyed. You see what I'm saying? 2 Ezra 16, verse 40, it said, be as pilgrims in the day of battle. Cause we just sojourn in this land for a while until we get beaten up by them chairs, Lord willing. You see what I'm saying? Because this is really our job, is to prophesy to the people, the men of the Lord. But we telling you other jakes, man, who crashing out, hey man, coming to rest with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and you will understand what's going on. You see, and you want to feel word, because he's going to give you what you need. You see what I'm saying? I think that's going to Matthew 6. But this place is through, man. It's over. Matthew 6. Let's start at the verse 33. But seek ye the first the kingdom of the Most High and its righteousness. All these things should be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow should take down for the things of itself. Signify to the day is the evil thereof. So day by day, you shouldn't worry about these things, If you're giving, all your glory and praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and let him, sup with you, you wouldn't feel worried, because all these things must come to pass. Because then that Yahweh shall say that in Matthew 24. Let's get that. Matthew 24 and verses 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things must come to pass, man. You see what I'm saying? Let's get Let's get a few more, close it up. Oh yeah, and then do it in the fourth dude who was talking, he was talking about how people work all day and don't have nothing. Well, that mind me is Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. This is the truth, man. Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. I mean, you can work all day, 7 days a week, 60-hour plus, and still be broke, man. You see what I'm saying? This system is set up and it's fucked up. Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. Ye have so much and bringing little. Ye have eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages, earn the wages to put in the bag of holes. You see? So all the work that you're doing is going straight back to bills, going to debt. You see what I'm saying? And you basically struggle. I'm going to get the NLT version. You see? This is the NLT version of Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. Ye have planted much, but harvest little. You eat, but are not satisfied. You drink, but are still thirsty. You put on clothes, but cannot keep warm. Your wages disappear, and still you're putting them pockets full with holes. You see? Because of the society, how it's set up. You know, and people start noticing that, you know. You can do 70 plus hours, 12 hours a day, and it's still not enough, you know. But see, let's get some more scriptures. Let's get Psalms 37, verse 7. Like I said, coming into that rest and not being troubled no more. Psalms 37, verse 7, because, you know, you have to accept the fact that you got to let Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua take over, you know. Because, you know, we all have to work, because we know why. We are subject to payments. That's part of the punishment. But we don't worry about we can't pay that on time, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, he got us, you know. Let's go to the book of Sirach 11:14 first before I get that scripture and close it out. And I'm kind of rambling a little bit too much, Salakia. The book of Sirach chapter 11 verse 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So it's of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Because nothing is possible to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You just have to endure it and just keep on pushing and bear with it. You see? Let's get this and close it out. Psalms 37, verse 7. Rest in the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him whom prospereth in his way, because of men who bring wicked devices to pass. You see? So you want to come in and rest with the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and use the scriptures for full-time of learning that these things have to come to pass. You know, and this is not your rest, man. Always be circumspect, always be vigilant, and be prayed up, because you're gonna need a stable mind in these latter days, man. You don't want to be with the other people, you know, perplexed and not knowing what to do, man. You know. But that's the main point of the video. I already made the point. I want to give all glory and praises to my power, Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rakah Kwadash, Shalom.